Alright guys, so the time has come. Vyper chair comes to YumCars. Cannot wait to obviously show you, build it. Never seen it in real life, so the reviews of it are meant to be world class. From the people who are reviewing it, not surprised, and I'll probably take them up on that kind of review already, hence why I bought it blind. I didn't watch any dedicated review to it. So again, I try to keep this as authentic as possible. As you can see, the box is taped. Still got my invoice on there. In fact, if you're curious about the invoice, or is this just a packing note? First of all, the pricing. Oh, there we go. So it's basically £450 for a chair. Amazing. Price doesn't really matter. You've heard me say that so many times. But let's have a look what a 400. Well, it's actually technically £500, but I know they've got, I think, an introductory sale into the UK market. So let's have a look. Alright, so first of all, we've got a ring. Vyper chair, robust. So if anybody wondering what model I've gone for the daddy. It's the robust steel max. So obviously it's got the backrest. Proudly manufactured in Green Bay, Wisconsin, US of A. So obviously I'm gonna show you up close. Instructions looks fairly cool. I'm gonna lay out all the Woo, I love all these steps. It's gonna absolutely murder me, but let's get the show rolling. Look at this. Nice. Now, the thing that bugs me the most is when you're buying industrial grade equipment that is not designed for a place like this. A lot of people think it's acceptable to have, you know, very sketchy lines or joins or weld lines. I think it's, personally me, if you're paying £500, you want it obviously the best that it can be. And I've just unboxed this. Look at this. Obviously, they need to mark it here for a reason, but everything else is just flawless. Exactly how you want it. So I'm going to leave this here. I actually like making things to the contrary, right? So this is the backrest, the casters. Ooh, look at the size of these. If this rolls as good as I think it's going to roll, so obviously I've seen the rolling tests of this thing. It's meant to be amazing, but I've got, obviously, as you can tell, Swiss tracks, and look. Trust me, in real life, it sounds just how I want it to sound. Because the cheaper chairs feel like you're going to die on them. So this will be the backrest. Let's have a look at the quality of the leather. Woo! Yeah. I get excited over the smallest of things. These companies exist for the likes of me. They're like, right, he's gonna buy it. Thank you very much. Right, so what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've got 5 casters, nice, not 4. That's heavy. I'm telling you, this must be at least 15K. So it's a US patent pending, manufactured in Green Bay. I love that thing. I'm going to show you, I'm proud of this chair. Look at that. That little tag. You know, stuff like this is what gets me. Attention to detail. Because we do attention to detail, but obviously there's other companies out there who also like it. You've got the main bum rest. Mwah, yes. So obviously this embroidered. So the purpose of this was I'm gonna also get a custom one done, so a custom embroidery. This looks like a, yeah. And I think, yeah, that is it. Ah, this is the centerpiece. Where is it? It looked like a supercharger bolt thing. Right. So I'm just gonna tighten them in just a little bit, just so they hold in place, and then I'll torque them down later. This is like a very adult version of Lego. I've put these legs on back to front, so I just noticed one of them looked off, so it has to point down. One thing that can be confusing from images is the length of the screws. Obviously there's a little kind of key at the back, but it doesn't show you the pictures of the lengths. But I'm sure you'll just work it out through trial and error. So through these holes, I guess I'm connecting it, yeah. So I've got, in fact, I take my last comment back, because it's actually, there's only three sizes technically, and they're really obvious in terms of which ones are which, because another type of bolt that they have is way too thin. So I'm just doing this. It says do not tighten. That's obviously in case you do tighten it too hard. I've made this mistake in the past where the electric desk I've got behind me, or the electric adjustable desk, I'm sorry, we tightened everything up and then the last piece just would not line up, so we had to untorque about 50 bolts. So far everything's going in nice. Sometimes it's frustrating to build this, but I actually like building stuff as long as it's no harder than an age 10 guide. God damn it. Push the bolt, push the caster. No, you can't get the bloody bolt in. I mean the nut, so, but then when you take the bolt a little bit down, it's not pushing all the way through. Here's a trick if anybody ever watches this video for the installation. The reason why the bolt now is not pushing all the way to the top is because the nut has to be torqued down and get kind of a bit more clearance with the wheel. So I'm just doing it loosely because then I'll just torque it down afterwards. This chair's getting heavier and heavier. The more things I put on it, it's like a workout, this. Right, so I need to put, this is the foot rail. Where are you, my friend? Right. This is a foot rail that needs to, yeah, gotcha. It's starting to come together, guys. Starting to come together. So now it's about, so what day are we on today? So it's Friday, about 7:30 at night. I could think of nothing better to do. Everybody's going to the pub or the bars, getting hammered. I'm here building chairs. You can call me strange, but this is what I live for, this. Now that the leg rails and the casters are connected, the fasteners can now be tightened in the order that they were assembled. So I've got my little Milwaukee ratchets. Just want to make sure I can actually use these. This one fits. What about this one? Just needed enough to hold. So what am I using? 13. I'm going the wrong way. I love this ratchet set. That's what I used to build all the guns. Cost me about, what is it, 250 quid? But I could have gone to like a hardware store or B&Q or something like that and cheaped out, but I found that the tolerance on these is really nice. Yeah, that's done. Right, home stretch. To really torque down the casters is a bit of a pain if you're on your own. Right, so seat assembly. I don't want to get this on my hands. So 5 bolts, should be self-explanatory. Oh, almost went through the Swiss tracks, but it didn't. Almost towards the end, we're just putting the backrest in because technically I can screw the seat in now, but because I want the backrest in, I won't unscrew this in because you have to unscrew this part. So while it's off, might as well do it. The backrest is quite a neat idea. It means you can almost use this as an office chair, in essence. You mother. Why should I have a drill? Every so often it'll skip a bolt and it'll kill you. My finger's stinging. I'm starting to lose patience with this chair. It's not even that hard, I'm just hungry. Right, last 4 screws, baby, come on. There we go. Let me just check. Can you do this without undoing the clamp? Yeah, you can. It's getting lower. There we go. Oh, that's a good height. Boom. Oh, yeah. Footrests. Yeah. The way this rolls is not bad. I mean, I've got the Swiss tracks rib tracks. So it's hard. Look at that. My trajectory is fairly good. Wow. Well guys, there's your Vyper chair. Look at that. So obviously you can adjust it, you can go lefty, loosey, so obviously you're undoing the thread and you can go higher, or in my case, I'm going lower. All the way through. That is nice. I'm going to walk you through it. So obviously it's embroidered there. It's embroidered there, so it's looking beautiful. I think this just fits in with the shop perfect. Look at that, bang. There's the money shot. Well guys, there you have it. Very simple. It already feels beautiful. So I'm going to look after this, as always, to the best of my abilities. This is going to be used in here, so I'm going to be doing the wash and talks. Like I said on my previous wash and talk, hopefully on the next one, you'll have me sat here. Look, you can chill. Obviously, you've got the backrest as well, if you can see, so I can go all the way back. See, I mean, I'm a heavy guy. So, and the casters move with you almost. So they kind of, if the floor starts to go a certain way because of the ribs of the tiles, the casters seem all right. So yeah, this is the first Vyper chair. The second one, obviously, I'm going to do a little bit of testing. If I like it as much as I think I'm going to like it, I'm going to order a completely custom one. Hopefully, if they do it at the time, I know they do like the legs, they do red, or the arms, they do red and blue, I think, but you never know, they might do some more colors. Might ask them if they can do like a custom gold. So yeah, in fact, the gold's there, but custom gold. Obviously, I know the embroidery they can do. So I'll probably get all this embroidered and stuff like that. So it's going to be an expensive little trip onto the website again, but so far I like it, guys. Obviously I drew that installation process out a little bit more than I should have, because again, I'm trying to read and I wanted to kind of do it right the first time. I probably will not need the instructions as of the next time I buy this chair. So after testing, the plan is hopefully we will see if we can even sell these in the store, potentially. I'm going to obviously speak with my friend John and see if we can come to some sort of agreement, but I think this would just be perfect for kind of our client base. And just let me know what you think, guys. £500 pre the 50, well, £500, I got it at 450. So yeah, but the retail value of these isn't cheap again, but who cares? So let me know what you think in the comments below. I love this already. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. As always, thank you for supporting, and I will catch you all on next week's video. Have a great week, guys.